listening to Jim and James Chew the Cud.
When was the last time you saw a Chevrolet in Tokyo?
I have no idea what they're talking about.
Robbing biological urges.
You crazy son of a bitch. I'm sorry, Dave. I'm afraid I can't do that.
You're listening to Jim and James Chew the Cud.
Welcome to episode 202 of Jim and James Chew the Cud.
A podcast about chewing cud.
Yeah. Which is by the process how cow digests stuff. It's actually a very philosophical title, but I don't think people appreciate that.
No.
So we got some pizza.
Yeah.
It's excellent.
Good pizza.
What pizza is it?
It's Domino's Meat Supreme, but veggie pizzas, and it's very good.
Sort of Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles on the box.
Yeah. Which kind of annoys me.
There's a new film, isn't there?
Yeah, out next week.
Why does it annoy you?
This week. The turtles all have, there's a couple of things that annoy me. Names have all been done. There's a picture of all four turtles doing like action posing.
Yeah.
And the names are all next to them. And the names have been dumbed down. So you got Leo, that was Leonardo. You got Mikey, it was Michelangelo. You got Raphael, and Donatello. You don't need to dumb down.
As a Jim,
Yeah, but you're not. Yeah, but you're not a film.
No, but it's aimed at kids, isn't it? I mean, because it's not.
I'm going to watch it.
You're not going to watch it.
No, I am.
You are going to watch it. Of course you are. But it's not the same one that we would have grown up watching.
No, it's different kind of art.
I think they've race swapped the April O'Neil character.
Yeah.
Did you know? Because no one's kicked up about that, but they did about the Little Mermaid.
I think because people don't really know who April O'Neil should be.
Who should April O'Neil be?
I'm a big fan of April O'Neil should be April O'Neil.
Okay.
I mean, it sounds like I'm talking crazy talk, but April O'Neil is the pinnacle of American.
The character in the Teenage Mutant Ninja
actress. No, it's a porn star.
Two separate people.
Yeah, so April O'Neil,
the fictional animated character,
reporter from the Turtles universe.
Yeah.
Or April O'Neil, the American porn star, who does lots of parody porn mostly.
How do you know this? Parody porn.
Parody porn.
Is it parodies of the construct of porn itself?
No, it's more like it would parody a TV show or some sort of social event. So you'd have it might be like a Donald Trump thing, and it's just a handsy, kind of blonde-haired porn star,
right,
groping lots of women. But that's not
what
stuff
do you mean?
watch.
Like just as Donald Trump?
Yeah, or April O'Neil dresses up. Her main kind of oeuvre is dressing up as April O'Neil, the character.
Okay.
And blowing men. But
I don't. I'm struck by the concept of parody porn. And your first.
You should Google it.
No, because you've already put busty tits into YouTube. So.
Oh, right.
The parody porn. The first thing you said is a parody of sexual assault.
Well, that one might. More Donald Trump, but most parody porn is like a TV show. So have like a Coronation Street.
A Coronation Street parody porn.
And it's called Coronation Street.
How many C's at the start of its title?
How many C's? It's just one. Come.
Is it just a normal episode of Coronation Street?
But more fucking.
But when they go to bed, where the camera normally stops, it follows them up.
Yeah.
And you watch.
But it's like
elderly northern people fuck.
No, but I mean, as you probably know already, it was YouPorn, which when lockdown started, gave away free premium accounts for like a couple of months.
I think it was Pornhub.
Yeah. So I signed up very quickly.
Yeah.
And
part of the course.
As someone who's into April O'Neil, I was introduced to her.
That hand gesture you made as you said
like
that
a different podcast.
What podcast were you introduced to April O'Neil?
It was called Get Dug with Stoned.
Oh, okay.
And he would basically either get on people who were famous for being stoned or porn stars.
Right.
And episode it was April O'Neil and another lady.
Yeah.
Who did lots of scenes together after that. I think they became firm
friends. What does she look like?
I can't remember. But April O'Neil parody porn. So I signed up for Pornhub, their premium account.
Yeah.
And it had all the porn films I had on there, all ones which you like when you want to watch them, and you press on a button, it's this is like this is a locked account, or this is a you've got to pay for this, and it annoys you, and you have to go back to a start again, trying to find something else, and you press it again. It was just open to everyone. It was just available, everything. You didn't have to worry about clicking on the wrong thing. You just you would get it.
What do you mean clicking on the wrong thing?
Wrong thing, saying basically it's like on Amazon when you're like you got some stuff is paid for.
Yeah.
Some stuff is included in Prime.
Oh, okay.
So they'll do like the premium
pornography you'd
full
have to
length
pay
episodes,
rather than.
So
you said
you'll get
porn
the,
that you
you'll get like,
shouldn't.
you'll get the 8-minute like preview cut of it. So you'll have like a brief intro, a brief bit of play, then a pop shot.
You the technical term.
Yeah, you got to do it.
A connoisseur. A connoisseur of pornography.
But there's lots of obviously there's categories, and when I say to you, like, what's your go to porn category, or what do you think of? Obviously, you're not a masturbating man. You don't need to. You've got huge fingers.
I don't know what that even means.
But is there like something which you think of, or is there a go to?
No. If I do watch pornography, there's an AI that recommends based on previous videos, so there isn't a general theme so much as a smorgasbord of options.
Well, one of the categories is parody porn.
Yeah, we've established
we
that.
have, yeah.
Okay. I mean, that's a long way around to something that we started with.
But
what's the? So that's what I'm saying is the only parody porn that you've mentioned was one of a sexual assault.
It was a bad example, but you might you get like Star Wars, and it's like Star Wars, and it's people dressed as stormtroopers, fucking each other.
Is there a plot?
It was a brief plot at the start. You don't just start fucking straight away. It's like there's a category of video.
So are they just like in a normal house dressed?
No, it'd be like they'll be have like a little mini film set. You can tell it's not like
why.
Because that's half the charm of it. It's the story.
What's the other half
it's
of
the
the
preamble.
charm?
For me, once the foreplay's gone,
Yeah,
I don't want to watch anymore.
it's not really foreplay then, is it? It's just play.
No, I like the setup.
Okay.
Like when there's a videos about a man who's a taxi driver called John, and he picks up generally European women from airports who lose their cash quite quickly. I'm more about what the situation is, why they are in trouble, why they need his help. Then
How does that go?
When they're flirting, usually it's like, my boyfriend's dumped me.
So they're in the taxi.
They're chatting away.
Is Fake Taxi set up as parody of what? The Danny DeVito comedy?
Well, I don't think it's a parody of such.
No,
but
so
it's
you just want to bring up, want to just talk about
a wide range of
porn.
You forced me to do this.
No one forced you to
by
do
mentioning
this.
with turtles.
Okay, so gone from Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles to now women pretending to be from Eastern Europe, losing their wallets, and getting in a taxi,
but apparently
which they can't afford.
There is a tradition apparently of if it's your first time in a taxi, be British or European or from wherever in the world, man, woman or child, not a child,
man, woman or child.
Woman, if you show the driver your junk, you get at least a half price ride.
Okay. So man, woman, or child.
No.
Show your junk to the taxi driver. But we're going to go back to the actual parody porn stuff because I want you to. What sort of parodies have you watched personally? And don't say like, "Oh, you can get this sort of thing."
I wasn't going to go there
about it, but I want to
until
know
you
what the
until you
topic-
kind of pretty
Oh,
like crashed the subject and veered in other directions. When Pornhub did the premium thing, first thing I went on to was parody porn.
Yeah.
And the first video I watched, because it starred April O'Neil, was Rugrats parody porn, and it had like.
Let that hang there.
It was like it was adults but like in diapers, so it's like a Tommy and Angelic and all that are all there, but they had sex rather than just played. But to me as well, the sex part is not the part I want to watch. I want to watch a setup.
Just watch the Rugrats.
I want to watch it for the story.
Watch the Rugrats.
As a cinema fan, I don't need to.
We can't move on.
And some of the finest cinema is in Porn and Hollyoaks.
That's fine. I no issue with that. We're not skipping quite so merrily past you watching adults in diapers cosplay as the Rugrats fucking. Why?
Do
you remember the plot?
Rare. No.
Oh,
I don't think there was one.
Everest. Why did you come to this? Just because it's there. What point in the story did you come?
I don't think I did, because I was just kind of like, I was so excited because I now had a huge menu of parody porns I could watch.
Yeah.
So I just kind of watch it like the intro.
Do you want to like, scroll past?
And go into the next one.
On there, rather than like BBC, it has CBBC.
No.
For the children's stuff that you're watching.
I don't know what you're saying.
Aren't two of them twins in the Rugrats?
Yeah.
They're all related, aren't they?
No, we're all friends. There are relatives in there.
Yeah.
But majority are friends, just children.
Do the parents turn up in the porn on Parody?
No, because that would be weird.
Yeah, that would be weird. Sorry, mate, you wanted to move on to something else?
Anything else, yeah.
Okay, I've got a couple questions. If you wouldn't mind considering.
Yeah, go for it.
What would be your ideal pet? I thought this would be we didn't really like reintroduce ourselves in the last episode.
No.
See, you're James. You recently did a football match.
Yeah.
Described as a predator in the 6-yard box.
Not for first.
Was that right? You played up front.
I did actually run into a box a couple of times.
Oh no, sorry, it's predator of 6-year-old boxes.
It's punch down.
Sorry, go on. You want to tell a football anecdote?
Not really.
Okay. What would be your favourite pet?
Um,
Genuinely, not in like whimsical.
I'm
way.
gonna think. I don't want a cat or a dog. They're boring. I want an octopus. I mean, look, we've been watching videos recently of a man who's got a pet octopus, and it's only a tiny little thing, but it's quite tame, and he'll get it, and it will kind of when he walks past the tank, it will swim to the top, and it will feed
Jerk
him.
him off.
He'll get onto his hand, and he'll just carry it around.
Right.
And then when he's bored, he'll jump back in again. So
when it's dying, I'd assume.
No.
Okay, so you want an octopus.
They can.
This makes the follow-up question even better, to be fair. If you were offered the world's best octopus as a pet, would you have it?
No.
Really?
No. I'd want to earn that privilege. I wouldn't want it straight away. I need to
for the sake of the premise.
No, I need to prove I can look after like a shit one than a better one.
What animal would you accept at that point then? Because I've got a follow-up question about your ideal pet.
No, I wouldn't. I'd have to earn a right to have any of those pets.
Yeah, but hypothetically, you earn the right.
No, I'm not. Okay. I'm not going to entertain this anymore.
Because what I was going to ask was, with your ideal pet, would you still want it if you were given the ideal pet, but it came with a worldwide reputation of giving you the best oral in the history of mankind? Not you specifically, but that puppy or that whatever is specifically known for giving incredible oral sex.
I'm glad you've asked that. No, I'm glad you've asked that.
Yeah.
An octopus is an instant animal. No one will need to know I've got an octopus. I can have it in my bedroom, or have it in like its own.
No, it's a famous octopus.
Have it in a cupboard.
It's a famous octopus.
Yeah, but
it's one of those ones that predicts the football.
But if it's like a dog or a cat, or a dog, you go out for walks, so people would see you.
No. The dog isn't constantly trying.
Oh, no. But people would know that you're. People would know that that dog could do that. Not that you're doing it right now.
Yeah. But if you buy a pretty famous parrot or octopus that can give incredible oral, they'll know it's you.
For shame, wouldn't last long because you like being a pet shop.
Yeah.
Maybe the odd guest to the house who sees it. People will forget you've got a parrot quite quickly.
No, they won't.
What if you've got a dog? You're going to go for walks, so everyone's constantly reminded you've got this oral specialist dog.
Yeah.
Is it like a guide dog sort of thing? Like there's like a charity thing, or there's
no, it's just
dogs
unrelated.
Trained to
you're at the pound. You're at the pound.
It's called pound for a reason,
It performs oral and not, yeah. So the other thing, we're going to put this dog down. You look at this dog and you're like, this is my dream dog.
Well, let's go back to you. Which animal would you most like to fuck?
If I had to have oral from an animal, I'd probably say a snake. Do you know what I mean?
That's got this horrendous image now.
If you had it detooth, it's it is what it is, isn't it? It's
but
a
a
sock.
snake, you need like a, without trying to sound like too exaggerated, but you need a python or something.
Huh.
Couldn't have like a little adder snake, because it would be like just rolling a condom on and that would be it.
Yeah.
You need to have some sort of like muscles and
Yeah, you need one of those ones that can pull
tendons
itself down.
yeah.
But yeah, lovely. Horse cum is one of the most expensive liquids in the world at $4.7 million per gallon.
Million what?
Dollars.
Oh,
Price of horse cum is the most expensive liquid, or one of the most expensive liquids in the world, at 4.7 million a gallon. The most expensive is the deathstalker venom, but that would kill you if you touched any of it. My question is, if you were paid the real price per amount drank, minimum of a pint, how much horse cum would you drink?
how much am we being paid?
So if you drank a gallon of horse cum, with conditions set, but you just need to, you would be paid 4.7 million pounds.
Yeah,
You drink a gallon,
yeah. That price, I'd
it's 8 pints of horse
I'd
cum.
do it for like half that.
In what?
More for you for offering that much money. I'm accepting an offer.
In one go.
I'm going to go for it. Yeah, might as well.
Okay,
It's about risk reward, and
let's
like,
put the premise.
it's a big
That
reward
if you
there.
throw up, you don't get anything.
That's fine. I've lost nothing.
A man that sits there and throws up from drinking horse cum has lost something.
But people would know the reason. It's for like millions of pounds. It's like
Yeah,
be dumb
but then
not to.
people would know he was the guy that has an octopus that sucks him off and has thrown up from drinking horse cum for no reward.
Well, apart from the oral from the octopus. But again, an octopus.
It's always nice
I
that
wouldn't-
after a failure to have arms to come home to. And
If it's an octopus, I wouldn't want to have oral an octopus. It's like they're quite beaky.
which pet would you want to
No, I mean hand job's fine for an
Yeah.
octopus. It's like some sort of relationship rather than just a fix.
You'd rather have a relationship
Not,
with an
not a relationship. With some, I did say that.
You
but-
would rather have a relationship with an animal than just get a hand job from an animal.
No, that's not what I said.
That is what you said. Okay. Is there anything you want to talk about other than
There is.
your longing for the
and
touch of
it's
an octopus?
quite important. We did have plans to watch Barbie this morning, but the internet let us down, or let you down.
Yes, I had a work issue.
Yeah, so I didn't go watch it, or we didn't go watch
You wouldn't
it.
go watch it on your own that you're planning.
But
to
I
on
think I still
Friday.
will at some point.
Yeah, of course you will.
But it reminded me of when I was at school when I
We're
had
held back
watched
several years,
No.
surrounded
no.
by kids.
No, I'd watched the first Barbie like cartoon, and my friend had like Barbie toys or dolls, Barbie
Male
dolls.
or female?
Both. Oh no, my friend was a female. Her name was Samantha, and she
Your
had
friend was a she-male.
No, she was a female.
Okay.
Her name was Samantha, or is Samantha.
Yeah.
She had a Barbie and mostly Cindy toys because they were a bit cheaper.
Right.
But that was also when I was first discovering that boys and girls were different.
Right.
And I was talking about
14,
education.
15.
I was about education.
How old are you?
and 5 or 6.
Okay.
I was
Took
about,
you that long?
yeah, probably, maybe
Okay.
younger. But no, but also at the same time, I was also like a businessman. It was before writing songs for Elton John and Chris.
Oh, yeah,
Richard
of
and
course.
that.
Modelling
it was a couple of years
cardigans.
before that. That was my teenage years mainly. But this,
I think that's true. I think
4, 5 or 6, something like that. And I wanted to help educate the other boys and girls in my class about how boys and girls are different.
Yeah.
Like, like boys have sausages and girls have pasties. that sort of thing.
Right, for smashing.
I don't want to be. I don't want to be rude. So I'm, you know, I'm toning it down.
I think it's. You can say women have vaginas. That's less. You can say that, right? You can say that. It's not. You wanted to educate. I want
to help educate the other boys and girls in my class.
This is a passion of yours from a young
and potentially nation or international wide.
Right.
Internationally.
You wanted so just your dream at the age of 4, 5, and 6, which I believe was around the time you were working with Elton John, which would help if you had dreams of travelling internationally to teach other 4, 5, and 6-year-olds that boys are different to women because boys have sausages and girls have pasties. Is that right?
Yeah, but I found a catalogue.
Is this the one
in the back of a newspaper?
Not the knitwear one.
No. So I found this catalogue. It offered lots of like gifts and things. And one of the gifts I'd always I might mention before, I think I might mention before is when in like the Daily Mail, well, sort of Sunday Mail would have adverts in them. And there was an advert for a personal massager, and the picture was always like a hand-drawn lady just using it on her back or like on her wrist, and like that. It was never used in her vagina.
Yeah.
So me and a brother went to my dad and said, like, Mum needs one of these. She's really stressed. This is like completely true.
Yeah.
And we were like, yeah, we need to buy her this. And he was like, no. And we couldn't work out why. We thought he was a bad father for not letting us make sure.
But I think
our mum is satisfied.
Majority of people did use them for massaging the shoulders. Not.
But then after the 80s it changed.
Okay.
But where was so the same catalogue. There was an advert for, I call it a sex doll, and being, you know, a young child, I didn't realise, I thought sex was just like the gender, you know, boy or girl, male or female.
Yeah.
So I thought, well, these would be great to have at school to show all my friends and other people, which is more people, what boys and girls are like. So I ordered these like
children though.
I ordered 10 sex dolls.
Children though, yeah, because adults don't need you to teach them that.
Well, I don't need. I'm a child. It's like your peers.
Okay.
So I got this. It was 10. Yeah, 10 sex dolls. It was
10 sex dolls.
5 male, 5 female.
How do you afford these?
I had Elton John money. Elton John money. And then I was expecting like a small parcel to arrive with these, 10 dolls in them. And then like a month later, it was a pallet stacked 4 or 5 boxes high. It was huge. I mean, it was badly stacked. We could have done in 2, but they just did all like 1 column or 2 columns in the middle. So it was, it's poor planning. But I had all these sex dolls, and I opened them up, and they were like sex dolls. They're not sex dolls.
No.
Yeah.
What, inflatable
like
ones?
No, they were but like latex, full size.
Full size latex. This was what
boys and girls, and like the parts were different.
Late 80s?
Yeah.
Yeah.
The parts were very different, but I took them into school, and I got told off.
How could they be very different?
Like, well,
you presumably still tits and a pussy, right?
Yeah, but they were huge. Yeah. And like my penis was.
You'd only ever seen your mums and the girls at school.
Yeah,
and they were only 4.
I mean, no, and like the penis on a man was like 2 foot long.
2 foot long.
2 foot long. It was huge.
Yeah.
And like there's veins on veins on veins, but there was no.
They didn't come in Oriental.
I think I might have to rephrase that part.
Sorry, they don't come in Asian.
There was no pee hole.
Oh, no pee hole.
No pee hole.
Right.
So I had to try and return them.
Yeah.
Because they weren't entirely accurate. Yeah. No. This is before like I didn't have access to a phone.
Right. So you wrote them a letter.
Wrote them a letter.
Okay, what did you put in your How do you order them?
It was mail order.
Oh, in this catalogue that your parents left around the house that had sex dolls in, massages as well.
Yeah. And indoor fireworks, which was never allowed. Always wanted. I don't understand.
Indoor fireworks?
Yeah, we used to get this is actually another very true thing. As it's all true.
Yeah.
But
I wouldn't necessarily
we used to get a
that
catalogue
after
what was
some of
sent
the
to
stuff
us.
you said.
And like from a church catalogue just selling like stuff.
Yeah.
And it was like makeup, underwear for pensioners, maybe like
Is that how it started?
child's toy, and at the back it was indoor fireworks, and it was like these like barrels with just light coming out of them. It looked great fun, but
so you
never allowed one.
You then ordered and paid using your Elton John money for 10
I wrote a
very
check.
anatomically off-point dolls.
I mean,
which you
they
then-
may have been quite accurate, but weren't
you then
accurate
took
enough for
to
children.
school.
Yeah.
Not accurate enough for
But
children.
the idea was then to try and sell them, but I tried returning them because it was like they were not
Yeah, you sent them a letter.
pornographic.
You didn't hear back.
No, I said because they've been used.
What do you mean? Why did you
all
use them?
opened up. I didn't use them.
Okay,
but,
so they had a no returns policy.
yeah. So as a child, I had 10 sex dolls, like proper sex dolls to sell. So what I did, my dad was a renowned drinker. So not horse cum, of beer and whiskey and alcohol in general.
Okay.
And he sold.
Fermented horse
Basically,
cum.
I went to a pub with him, and I sold them to all his friends, then bribed them because I knew they had sex dolls for like other reasons and not
You
education.
blackmailed them, you mean?
I don't think you call it anymore.
No, yes you can, because it's not. You said you bribed them. You you sold them the sex dolls. They went, cheers, James. Here's how much money?
Probably £100 each.
£100 each, and then you said you bribed them.
Not straight away.
Bribed them to do what?
I made sure I only sold to people who were in a relationship.
No, that's blackmail, not bribing.
Well, blackmailing, I suppose it was, but
Wouldn't it? Yeah, because bribe is the opposite, isn't it? Bribe is what you pay someone to not do something.
and the thing is, I had to also like one of the blokes. I did have to.
blackmailed.
I did have to. Well, you call it blackmail. I call it being a businessman or a business child. Business. I mean, have you seen the film Business Baby or Boss Baby? Yeah. That's what
No,
it's
I
called.
haven't.
Yeah, but it's about me.
But that's a baby, isn't it?
No,
It's a newborn
but it's
baby.
about me as a. I mean, it's been slightly exaggerated a little bit.
Yeah, I mean, at 4 years, I mean, you don't sound anything like Alec Baldwin,
Well, no, but that's what.
but you have shot a woman.
I
to
sold
death.
my. Well, I didn't mean to do that. Much like him, I didn't know it was loaded.
Tap's nose. The only other thing I've got is that did you read about the man that was dating a 23-year-old who was trapped inside an 8-year-old's body?
No.
That's genuinely true. She has an illness that stunted her growth, but she's like fully compass mentis.
Oh, I know. I can overgo. You mean?
Yeah, you'd love it because it's probably like the Rugrats. Imagine if she was in the Rugrats. You could feel good because she's 23, but also you're not removed from the experience so much by being an adult body in the diaper.
This is very much like my previous thing of having criminal dwarves or criminal midgets being used for sex purposes.
Yeah, you wanted to. Was it to keep sex offenders off the streets? You were to give them dwarves and midgets that committed crimes.
Yeah.
To use as.
I mean, giving is such a. It almost sounds as if we just hand it it's like a reward. It would be like a financial element to it. So the dwarf would get paid to do sex acts on criminals.
Right, so you basically sort of make.
Oh, now I'm into price sex workers. Shit.
Yeah, you just force. Did they get a choice in the matter?
Well, I suppose he's gone from a sex slave to a sex worker, so it's not so bad.
He was 23. He got a lot of stick for it because she looks like a child. He says they now decide just to be friends.
Oh.
So I think there's an opening. Much smaller one than you'd be expecting for a 23-year-old, but an opening nonetheless. All right, thank you for listening to episode 202. What a ride it's been. So many episodes. We'll be back soon.
That was Jim and James Chew the Cud, a Curson Media production. Produced by Glenn Lopez. Music by Smartle Jennings.
I quite enjoyed it.